Welcome to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. This podcast features powerful hypnosis, so do not listen while driving or operating machinery. This recording is not suitable for those with epilepsy or severe mental health issues. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Hi, it's Adam here, and in this episode of The Hypnotist, you're going to be listening to a hypnosis session that is linked to a metaphor based on a popular pill that has gone viral on various social media outlets, including things like Instagram and TikTok. And it's a pill called Ozempic. And effectively, it's a form of a diabetes drug that has helped people to lose weight fairly rapidly. What you're going to hear in this particular hypnosis session is not this drug, but the idea of a very powerful weight loss drug being implanted to reduce someone's appetite for food for 5 years. I've done a lot of virtual gastric bands. I've done a lot of hypnotic bariatric procedures like gastric bands and bypasses and things like that with very good success. And I thought if it works with a virtual form of surgery, why not create this metaphor of a hypnotic version of Ozempic or a weight loss drug as an implant, so it doesn't require this kind of perception of needing to take it on a consistent basis. This is designed for a particular individual, so some of the references are going to be very related to them. But if you like the idea of decreasing your desire for certain foods or feeling more in control of your weight loss choices, you can schedule a free consultation call with me. The link's in the show notes. And there's also a discount, and I must have about 15 or 20 different weight loss hypnosis downloads that are 50% off with a coupon code that's also in the show notes. But you might find that this free hypnosis session here is helpful for you. The best way to experience this is to have an intention to create a change and to find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed and just relax and enjoy the session. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe in a resourceful feeling of relaxation. And as you exhale, just allow any feelings of worry or tension or stress to leave your body in your outward breath. As you breathe in and breathe out, notice that your eyelids are feeling heavier. And I want you to use the power of focus. With your eyes closed, focus on the middle part of your forehead. Really focus your attention there on the forehead. With your eyes closed, feel that tension building in your eyes. Breathe in a resourceful feeling of relaxation. And then on the next outward breath, release that tension in your eyelids. And notice how good it feels to relax around your eyes. That's right. Feeling deeper and deeper relaxed as you feel that sensation of relaxation spreading. I want you to use the power of your imagination to imagine you're in a place far away, perhaps a beach, maybe a tropical beach with sunshine, blue skies, a private beach where you're all on your own. I want you to get a sense that here in this place, you feel even deeper relaxed, breathing in fresh air, feeling the warmth of the sun on your skin. I want you to get a sense that here, far away from reality, you can connect with you. I want you to imagine somewhere nearby is a cat. I want you to imagine there's a cat that's been stray, living outside of a home. I want you to get a sense that this cat is always thinking and looking for food. That the lack of certainty as to when and where food will be creates a compulsion, a focus, a desire to eat no matter what the circumstances are. Perhaps you can see this cat finding maybe a fish that's been washed up on the shore. And I want you to imagine, even if this cat wasn't hungry, even if the cat has already eaten, the lack of certainty, the lack of predictability as to when food will come encourages this cat to eat more than it needs, more than it wants, driven by fear and scarcity. And I want a part of you to relate to that cat. The feeling of not having enough, not being given enough, a feeling of lack, of scarcity. And I want you to reassure that part of you that you will give yourself whatever your body needs, whenever it needs it. And there is a difference between a want and a need. There is a difference between a compulsion and real hunger. In the same way that pleasure and gratification are also different. I want you to imagine that part, that starving cat within you. To let that part know that things are different now. That they don't have to worry about their next meal. They don't have to worry about food being taken or hidden. Allow that part to release the shame of sneaking food, of eating in private. And as that part rebuilds trust with you, regains a feeling of certainty that if food is needed, it will always be there. Just let me know by nodding your head. I want you to imagine there on this beach, strangely, is a clinic. And there shouldn't be a clinic on a beach, not this paradise beach perhaps that you're standing on at this point in time, but I want you to imagine that there it is, a modern, well-equipped clinic there on that beach. And I want you to imagine that you are there for a procedure to have an innovative appetite suppressant. I want you to imagine walking up towards the clinic, standing outside the door, the entrance to the building. And very soon I will count down from 5 to 1, and with each descending number, you'll feel more relaxed, but you will also imagine walking through the door into the waiting room of this clinic. 5, just releasing any tension around the neck and the shoulders. 4, feeling like you can breathe deeper in and release any tension on that outward breath. 3, walking through the entrance into this clinic there on that beach. 2, seeing the doors close behind you. And then 1, taking a seat in a waiting area. And you can see how clean and modern this place is, but I want you to imagine that it's just you waiting there. You can see nurses and doctors walking around, but it's just you in the waiting area. And I want you to imagine you're seeing a screen. A screen that explains an innovative new treatment, the latest technology in slimming pharmacology. Perhaps you can see almost like an X-ray of a human, and they show the location of an implant, and they explain that the problem with taking a tablet is that tablet changes the biochemistry in a large amount. It then leaves the body, the half-life just a few hours, and it creates a need to constantly have more and more of these pills, these tablets. But this screen in this waiting room explains that an implant is possible, a slow release version of this latest technology. Slowly releases a particular combination of signals that communicate with the body and the brain, so that whoever has this implant simply feels less hungry. It's not that they don't feel hungry at all. It's just that there is less appetite to eat, less desire to eat. Eating becomes more about the nutritional element of making sure your body gets what it needs, rather than that compulsion, that craving, that desire to constantly eat more. They say that this doesn't require general anesthetic, just a tiny bit of local anesthetic. A small incision is made and then placed inside the body close to the stomach, so it slowly releases the signals into the body over a long period of time to reduce the desire to eat. Not eliminate, just reduce. And if you watch that video in that reception area of that clinic on that beach and you think that might be useful for you to reduce the desire, but still have the ability to eat whatever you want, just not desiring to eat food you don't need, just let me know by nodding your head. I want you to imagine someone walks up with you and gives you a form to sign to give your consent for this operation, this simple operation. And when you've imagined signing that form, just let me know by nodding your head. I want you to imagine you're led into a preparation room, giving you robes to get changed into, asking you to lie on a bed with wheels. They wheel you into the surgery room. I want you to see surgeon assistants there. They look very professional. Everything looks hygienic. I want you to imagine closing your eyes on that hospital bed. As I count down from 10 to 1, I want you to imagine that you're receiving a local anesthetic in the very location that this implant is going to be implanted in your body. 10, just feeling more and more relaxed. 9, imagine receiving the anesthetic in whichever way it was given to you. Could be through breathing apparatus. Could be through some kind of injection near that area. Whatever feels relevant, just imagine you can feel that happening. 8 and then 7, feeling deeply relaxed, feeling a little bit of curiosity, but also slightly disorientated, but still not asleep, awake, aware of what's happening. Imagine the doctor explaining what they're about to do. 6 and then 5, just feeling so deeply relaxed on that bed. Feeling like you're in safe hands, that you're secure, and getting an idea of what your future relationship with food will be like. You can eat whatever you want, but imagining that future where your desire for food is reduced. Does that mean smaller portion sizes? Does it mean you can see other people eating and just not feel the desire to eat yourself? As you allow your mind to wonder about this future, feel your body relaxing even more on that bed. 2 and then 1, arms, legs feeling just limp, loose, feeling safe, feeling relaxed there on that bed. And I want you to imagine nearby there's a screen. You're looking up at that screen and you can see the operation taking place. I want you to see a tiny incision being made close to your stomach. I want you to see there is a remote camera being inserted under your skin. I want you to see that they are navigating where to attach this implant to have the maximum benefit. I want you to see they attach it not on the stomach but close to the stomach. You can see the size of it, the location. You can see they're attaching it so it's not noticeable to the outside world. It doesn't create any lumps or bumps in your body. It's such a small incision. They take out the tube, the devices to attach the implant. That remote camera, everything's out of your body now. You can see that on the screen above. Stitches aren't even required because the incision is so small. They just use a form of surgical glue that will just fall off in a few days when the skin has re-healed, leaving no evidence of a scar at all. And I want you to feel that it almost feels like it's immediately working. You can imagine a very slow release. Tiny amounts, unnoticeable even in a blood test, but close enough to the stomach to decrease a desire for food. You will notice this when you think about food. Some of those big images just get smaller. The emotion attached to the idea of food just seems diluted in some way. That if you see people eating, there'll be less desire for you to eat yourself. If you've been in situations that normally you would eat, that feeling would just not be there. You can feel at peace with yourself, knowing that it's okay not to eat, trusting yourself that you will give yourself whatever food and nutrition your body really needs. And if your unconscious mind accepts, this could give you a better relationship with food. Just let me know by nodding your head. That's right. I want you to imagine you're being wheeled back into a recuperation room, no longer the surgery, but just a room to rest. And I want you to imagine you're thinking about your future, what the next few days, weeks and months will be like with this new relationship with food. that you simply desire to eat less. You will still eat, but because the desire for food is less, quality becomes more important than quantity. Quality could be the quality of the ingredients, how it's prepared. Much more focus now on smell, texture, taste. If you're eating less, you may as well eat better. I want you to imagine that future. See yourself as someone else living that way. A new mantra, less is more. Quality over quantity. And notice that as you build these new habits, this new relationship with food, losing weight is just a natural side effect of this new way of living, new way of eating. It could be the end of the day, and see yourself doing something for yourself or having something, but it's just no longer food or drink. Maybe you're giving yourself a good book, some reflection, time with yourself. You're doing something nice for yourself that doesn't have to be food or drink. It could be a relaxing bath. Something that is a gift from you to you. And notice that as time goes on, what you lose in body weight, and in particular body fat, you gain in a new lease of life, energy, confidence, an evolved new version of you, like it's a new chapter in your life. I want you to see that future version of you living your best life. And if this future seems like a natural reaction with a new relationship with food, let me know by nodding your head. And then imagine you've recovered from this small operation, but feeling like this implant will suppress your appetite for at least 5 years. Not eliminate your appetite, but just reduce the desire for food. You can picture it in your mind's eye, knowing the location it is, how it works, imagining how it releases those signals to your body. So you simply have a desire to eat less food. I want you to imagine leaving that clinic, finding yourself back out there on the beach, feeling like something has changed. Something wonderful has changed. Before you leave the beach, I want you to notice that cat seems to have changed. I want you to see the cat walking past a washed up fish, no longer ravenously eating that fish like it doesn't know when its next meal is coming from. Trusting itself that it will eat what it needs to eat and that food will be there when it needs to eat it. The cat walks up to you and allows you to stroke it. I want you to feel that in the same way the cat's changed, something has changed inside you, giving you confidence in this new chapter in your life. You walk down the beach, look out at the ocean with a sense of optimism for the future. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Feel yourself returning to the present, listening to my voice here and now in this moment, accepting that these are thoughts within thoughts, ideas within ideas, dreams within dreams, and you're returning fully to the present, listening to my voice with a new relationship with yourself and a new relationship with food. As I now count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.
Thank you for listening to The Hypnotist with Adam Cox, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. To automatically receive the latest episodes, please subscribe. If you'd like to support the show, please share this episode with just one friend you think it could help. And if this episode helped you, please leave us a 5-star review.